Yes,
such
beta.
as such as phosphorus and sulfur are insulators.
Insulators. Okay, what are the physical properties of metals, girls? What are the physical property of metal? Can you tell me the physical property of metals?
Blacksmith beating an iron place is called the physical property of metal, non-metals.
No, that's not correct. I want all the physical properties of metal. It is.
Blacksmith
Huh,
beating an iron,
very
uh,
good. Beating an iron. What is that property called?
beating an iron.
Beating an iron.
Blacksmith
Correct, beta. But what is it called?
Can I,
Just.
ma'am?
हाँ जी बेटा, go ahead.
non-metal.
नहीं बेटा,
Okay,
I want the
ma'am.
name of the property.
Metals can be hammered into thin sheets.
वेरी गुड वेरी गुड. व्हाट इज दैट प्रॉपर्टी कॉल्ड? उसका एक नाम है, एक स्पेसिफिक नेम है. द बीटिंग ऑफ मेटल्स इनटू थिन शीट्स. उसका एक
Blacksmith.
पर्टिकुलर नेम है. मैलिएबिलिटी. इट इज कॉल्ड मैलिएबिलिटी. यस और नो?
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
ओके.
Mum,
हाँ, देन
Then metals are good conductors of heat and electricities.
malleability, then good conductors of heat and electricity. Very good. Who said that?
Owen Fatima.
Very good, Owen Fatima. Heat and electricity, correct?
yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Then metals are hard.
Metals are hard. Very good. They are hard.
Then metals have high tensile strength.
Tensile strength. Very good. High tensile strength. Then
Metals have a shiny appearance.
shiny appearance. That is called luster. Okay. Luster का मतलब shiny appearance. Very
Yes.
good.
Then metals are ductile.
Very good. Metals are ductile. What does that mean? What does that mean? Metals are ductile. What does that mean, beta? Ductility means.
Yes, ma'am.
What is the meaning of ductility? Ductility means it can be converted into thin
Ringing,
wires.
ringing such sonorous.
Yes, very good. That is another
Yes.
property, sonorous. Correct. So the meaning of
Yes.
ductility is they can be converted into thin wires. हम जो gold की jewelries पहनते हैं तो उसमें wires बनते हैं ना, long long, so that it can be bent and then it
Yes,
can be
ma'am.
designed as a jewelry. So ductility is a
Yes,
property
certain
of metal.
metals like
Gold, silver,
certain metals
platinum,
like malleable,
malleable.
Malleability.
yeah, malleable,
Malleability.
then capable.
G. Okay, so did you understand
Um,
what I'm trying to ask you? Then one more what is
yes,
the meaning of malleability? Conversion into. These are ductility means metals can be converted into thin wires and malleability means thin sheets. Yes or no? Can you give one
yes, ma'am.
example of metal being converted into thin sheet?
Yes.
What is the example?
Rusting of iron coil or tree data.
No, beta. Rusting of iron is another example. We are right now just only talking about the properties of metals. Can you name one metal which can be converted into thin sheets और वो चीज हम day to day life में use भी करते हैं. We are using it in everyday life. You must know this.
Coal.
What? What?
Material like coal and limestone.
Gold and silver.
Gold and silver cannot be beaten into thin sheets, beta. It can be beaten into thin sheets, but we do not use that daily. Should I give you one example?
Pan with plastic, wooden handle.
No.
Aluminium.
Copper.
Aluminium.
Copper.
Aluminium foil, we use it every day, yes or no?
Yes.
Thin
Copper.
sheets there. Copper is a good example of ductility, beta. Because we use copper wire in electrical wires because it is a good conductor of electricity. So we convert copper into thin wires so that it can pass electricity. Correct?
Iron.
Okay, iron is also a good example. Now, did you know that gold is the most ductile metal? Which is the most ductile metal? Which is the most ductile metal? Gold. Did you know that?
Platinum.
No, beta, gold is the most ductile metal. Okay. Why is it the most ductile metal? Because gold, 1 gram of gold can be converted into 2 kilometers long wire. Imagine 2 kilometers is such a huge distance, and that 1 gram of gold can be converted into 2 kilometer long wire. Yes or no? So it is the
Yes, ma'am.
so gold is the most ductile metal. Okay, so I think we have done all the properties till now. So I'm listing it again for you. First of all, sonorous, luster, then malleable, ductile, good conductor of heat and electricity, correct? Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
Great, chalo. Now let's move on to next topic. Okay. I will teach you how do metals react with other things. So first of all, we are doing studying the chemical properties of metals and non-metals. All right. So
Okay, ma'am.
when
Ma'am, can
metals,
I
Okay,
read?
ma'am.
Anju, read please.
Can I read?
4.2. Chemical properties of metal and non-metal. Reaction with oxygen. And you are familiar. You are familiar.
Sorry, beta.
You are familiar with the phenomenon of the rusting of iron. Recall to the reaction by. Now recall the activity of burning in magnesium ribbon. On the ash obtained on burning magnesium ribbon in the dissolved in water to tested for its acidic basic nature. Is the solutions acidic of basic? How do you certain this? You must have observed that the red light must turn blue. So, acidic of magnesium is also basic nature. Let us now observe the reactions of non-metal with oxygen.
Okay. So you have to recall the activity of burning magnesium ribbon. Do you know that activity? We had already studied that, if you remember.
Yes,
एक बार मैंने समझाई थी. burning of magnesium bin, then it turns into magnesium oxide. Then we
Yes.
collect the ashes of magnesium oxide and dissolve it in
Yes.
water. It converts into magnesium hydroxide, right?
Yes.
Yes or no? Okay, so this is another activity. In this activity, what are you supposed to do? You need to take small amount of powdered sulfur in deflagrating spoon. This is called a deflagrating spoon. Okay, we are talking about this one. This is the deflagrating spoon. You need to take small amount of sulfur in this, and what you have to do with that sulfur, let's see. Okay, if deflagrating spoon is not available, you can take a metallic cap, okay, of any bottle and wrap the metallic wire around it and give it a shape shown in the figure. If you do not have the deflagrating spoon, then you can take a wire like this and wrap it around the cap of metal cap, okay, of any bottle you have. Then what you have to do is you have to put this deflagrating spoon in this kind of flask, just like shown in this figure. Do you see this spoon? Do you see this? Yes or no? Hi Anna, bolo beta.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Okay. Then what are you supposed to do? That as soon as the sulfur starts burning, introduce the spoon into the jar. You have to heat it, I guess. And then you have to put that sulfur into the jar, alright? You have to
Yes,
heat
ma'am.
it, heat the sulfur, and as soon as it starts burning, you have to put that spoon into the glass jar, just like shown in the figure. Then you have to cover the tumbler with a lid to ensure that gas does not escape. फिर उसके ऊपर lid कवर कर देना है ताकि जो gases अंदर बन रहे हैं वो बाहर नहीं आए. Remove the spoon after some time. Add a small quantity of water to it into the tumbler and quickly replace the lid. Then what you have to do, you have to remove the spoon after some time and then you have to add small quantity of water into this glass jar and again place the lid. Shake the tumbler well. Check the solution with blue and red litmus paper. Then you have to check the solution with blue or red litmus paper. So the blue litmus paper is going to turn red. Do you see here the blue litmus paper is turning red?
Yes, ma'am. And this means blue litmus into red litmus and red litmus into blue litmus that will come in sixth also.
Yes, you had performed. And what is the meaning if the litmus paper turns from blue to red? What does it indicate? If the litmus paper turns from blue to red, what does it indicate?
Acidic.
What does it indicate? Very good. And if it turns from red to blue?
Basis.
Very good, very good, Beta. It means if the litmus paper turns from blue to red, it means acidic. And if it turns from red to blue, it means basic. Okay. Understood the activity? Should I explain it again?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Did you understand?
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Can one of you repeat this activity? Can you please tell me so that I know that you got it? Can you repeat this activity for me? तो ये जल्दी जल्दी बोल दो, रिपीट कर दो, फिर हम आगे बढ़ते हैं, ठीक है?
First, we have to take a jar.
Okay. Then then
Then we have to put a spoon in it,
then
and then we have to place a lid.
स्पून में क्या लेना है बताएं? What you are supposed to take in the spoon? What do you have to take in the spoon? Sulfur.
Yes, ma'am.
So what are supposed to do? First take a deflagrating spoon. If you do not have a spoon, you can use a cap, wrap a wire around it and take sulfur in it, and then you are supposed to burn the sulfur. Yes or no? You are supposed
Yes.
to heat the sulfur. Okay. As soon as you do that, you have to place
Then,
that spoon into the jar and cover it with the lid so that the gas does not come out. Then after
yes,
some time you
after
mix.
some time, after some time we have to take the spoon out and place the lid and shake.
And shake it very good. Take the
Yes,
spoon
and
out, then pour some water and then shake it so that the gases get dissolved in water. And then you have to check with the litmus paper whether the solution is acidic or
Lithosphere.
basic. So
yes,
here
Yes.
our litmus paper turns from blue to red. What does that mean? That our solution is acidic, right?
yes, ma'am.
Yes, correct. So name of the product formed in the reaction of sulfur and oxygen is sulfur dioxide. Then when sulfur dioxide is dissolved in water, it forms sulfurous acid. That's why a litmus paper turns from blue to red. Correct? So what
Yes,
happens
ma'am.
here? First, sulfur dioxide is produced because when we burn it, first we took sulfur, correct? We took sulfur in a
Yes,
spoon, correct? Then
yes,
we heated it. This is a symbol of
yes,
heating. But in presence of oxygen. So oxygen is also present in air. So it was converted into sulfur dioxide.
dioxide.
Then this sulfur dioxide was mixed with water because we poured some water after some time, yes or no? And water means
Yes,
H2O.
ma'am.
So SO2 plus H2O forms sulfurous acid.
Yes,
Correct?
ma'am.
Sulfurous acid is formed, and sulfurous acid is acidic in nature because it turned blue litmus paper to red. Okay, I'm again explaining
Yes,
you this
ma'am.
reaction. Please be careful. Okay, first of all, we took sulfur in the spoon, then we heated it. We heated it in presence of oxygen. So, sulfur plus oxygen was converted into sulfur dioxide. Then, after some time, when our jar was full of gases, we added some water into it and we shook it well. So, sulfur dioxide and water got mixed and it formed sulfurous acid. Correct? Understood, beta? So, what do you know?
Yes,
Yes.
That
ma'am.
when metal reacts with oxygen, it forms an acidic substance. Metal जब oxygen के साथ react करता है, तो it forms acid. For example, when somebody asks you what happens when metal reacts with oxygen or a non-metal reacts with oxygen, okay, sulfur is a non-metal. Okay,
Okay, ma'am.
okay, and then we are going to study metals which react with oxygen. Okay, we are going to study this experiment, but first we did this. It's okay. So what happened when sulfur reacted with oxygen? So when non-metal reacts with oxygen, it forms an acidic substance. For example,
Yes,
sulfur plus oxygen gives sulfur dioxide, and when we mix it with water, sulfur dioxide plus water gives us sulfurous acid. Okay. Now what
Okay,
happens
ma'am.
when metal reacts with oxygen? When metal reacts with oxygen and water, it forms magnesium oxide. You have already studied this experiment. Magnesium plus oxygen
yes,
gives
ma'am.
magnesium oxide. Magnesium oxide plus water gives magnesium hydroxide. And magnesium hydroxide is basic in nature. Okay, it will turn red litmus paper blue. Correct?
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So, let us check the nature of rust formed as a result of reaction between iron, oxygen, and water. Do you know what is rusting? Rusting is when iron gets damaged due to oxygen and water. काट खा जाता है ना लोखंड हमारा. That is called
Yes.
rusting. Okay. So what you have to do is you have to find that the rust remains suspended in. First you have to collect some rust and then you have to suspend it पानी में mix कर देना है. You have to shake the suspension well and test the solution with red and blue litmus paper.
Yes, ma'am.
All right.
Can I read, ma'am?
Just a minute, Amita. I'll explain. Then, when we mix the rust with water, then we have to check it with the red litmus paper. It is going to turn red litmus paper blue. All right.
Yes, ma'am.
So we studied that when metal reacts with oxygen, what did we do? When metals react with oxygen, it forms
Acid.
base beta.
Basic. Base.
Yes.
Yeah.
When non-metal reacts with oxygen, it forms
Acidic.
acid. Okay, you have to remember this. When metal reacts with oxygen, it forms base, and when non-metal reacts
Yes.
with oxygen, it forms
Acid.
acid. Okay. Okay. What happens when metals or non-metals react with water? Please read better.
Okay, ma'am. Reaction with water. Let us see how metals and non-metals react with water. Sodium metal is very reactive. It reacts vigorously with oxygen and water. A lot of heat is generated.
Just a minute, Amita. Where are you reading? Okay, okay, okay. Some other metals. You observed that. Read from there.
You observe that sodium reacts vigorously with water. Some other metals do not do so. For example, iron reacts with water slowly. Generally, non-metals do not react with water through they may be very reactive in air. Such non-metals are stored in water. For example, phosphorus is a very reactive non-metal. It catches fire. It exposed to air. To prevent the contact of phosphorus with atmospheric oxygen, it is stored in water. Reaction with acid. Let us see how metals and nonmetals behave with acid. Activity 4.6. Warning. Keep the
You
mouth
can
of the
edit.
test tube away from your face. Use test tube holder to hold the test tube. Take sample of metal and non-metals list in table 4.5 in separate test tube and label them as A, B, C, D, E and F. With the help of a dropper add 5 milliliter of dilute hydraulic acid to each test tube one by one. Observe the reaction carefully. If no reaction occurs in the cool solution, warm the test tube gently. Bring a burning matchstick near the mouth of each test tube. Repeat the same activity using dilute sulfuric acid or dilute hydraulic acid. Record your observation in table 4.5.
Okay, what are you supposed to do? What if you want to see the reaction of metals and non-metals with water? You need to do is see sodium metal is very reactive. It reacts vigorously with oxygen and water. A lot of heat is generated in the reaction, and therefore it is stored in kerosene. Now, do you know that sodium metals are stored in kerosene? There are small stones of sodium metals available in the market, and they are always stored in kerosene. Okay, they are not kept open. Why? If they are kept open, they are going to react with oxygen which is present in air, and they burn like a firecracker. They start burning. Even if it touches water, it blasts. It is exploded. Do you know that? Yes or no? Understood? So sodium metal is very very reactive with water. It reacts vigorously with water. So here, if you take a 250 ml of glass beaker or a tumbler, you need to fill it with water. You need to fill half of it with water, and then you need to put carefully cut a small piece of sodium metal, dry it using the filter paper, and wrap it in some small piece of cotton. Put the sodium piece wrapped in cotton into the beaker. You will notice that when the reaction stops, touch the beaker, you will feel that the beaker has become hot. Just like I said, that when the sodium metal reacts with water, it starts burning vigorously. So here what they did is take a small piece of sodium, then you need to wipe it with tissue paper to remove all the kerosene off. Okay, and then when you need to wrap that cotton sodium piece in cotton ball and then drop it into the water, it is going to start burning. Can you see it?
Yes.
It is going to start
Yes,
burning, and if
ma'am.
yes, and if you touch the beaker, it is going to be very very hot. So what happened when sodium reacted with water? It produced a lot of heat. Correct? Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
So when, so in this topic, what you just need to remember that metal reacts with water, it burns vigorously. Okay. What is vigorously? Understood?
Yes.
Okay. In the next reaction, we are going to see reaction with acids. That what happens when metals and non-metals react with acid. So here you need to take a few samples of metals and non-metals in separate test tubes. So in test tube A, there is magnesium. In test tube B, there is aluminium, iron, copper, charcoal, and sulfur. So total there are 5 test tubes. What you have to do is, with the help of dropper, add 5 ml of dilute hydrochloric acid. This is an acid, okay? Hydrochloric acid is an acid, but it is diluted. What is the meaning of diluted? Matlab, it is mixed with some water. It is not that concentrated. It is mixed with water. Roo Afza in the bottle is concentrated, but when we mix it with water, it becomes understood. When it is very very concentrated, it tastes very sweet when it is packed in bottle, but when we pour it into the glass and mix some water in it, it is called diluted ruh afza. So here the hydrochloric,
Yes.
yes, so here the hydrochloric acid is also diluted. That means we have mixed some amount of water to it. Okay, then we have to drop 5 ml of hydrochloric acid, dilute hydrochloric acid, into the test tubes, in all 5 test tubes. So if no reaction occurs in the cold solution, if there is no reaction, then you have to heat the test tube a little or warm it a little, and then bring a burning matchstick near the mouth of each test tube. Burning matchstick उसके मुंह के पास, टेस्ट ट्यूब के मुंह के पास ले जानी है, and then you have to observe what happens. All right. So how do they react with different acids? So if there is a difference in the way metals and non-metals react with acid, what could the pop sound in some cases be due to the burning matchstick is? तो जब आप बर्निंग मैच स्टिक ले जाओगे टेस्ट ट्यूब के मुंह के पास, तो इन सम टेस्ट ट्यूब्स द मैच स्टिक विल बर्न विद द पॉप साउंड. The matchstick will start burning with the pop sound. That means that the reaction is producing hydrogen gas. The reaction produces hydrogen gas. When metals react with acid, it produces hydrogen gas. Okay, so
Yes, ma'am.
you have found that non do not react with acid, but metals react with acid and produce hydrogen gas that burns with a pop sound. So you just need to remember this paragraph in this activity. It says it all. सारी समरी है ये एक पैराग्राफ में आ जाती है. Okay, understood?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so then, so what did you study? That when metals react with acid, what is the third topic? Third topic. What does the third topic tell us? That metals plus acid will give hydrogen gas, correct? And it will
Yes,
burn
ma'am.
with pop sound. Then non-metals plus acid will not give hydrogen gas or react with or burn with pop sound. Understood or not?
Yes, ma'am.
So let me give you a quick summary of three topics we did today. When metal reacts with oxygen, it forms magnesium oxide or metal oxide, and when we mix it with water, it gives us blue color. The red litmus paper turns blue. So metal plus oxygen gives metal oxide, and when we mix it with water, it turns red litmus paper to blue. That means metal oxide is a base. And when non-metal reacts with oxygen, it gives non-metal oxide. That means if sulfur reacts with oxygen, it will give sulfur oxide. And when we mix it in water, it gives us sulfurous acid. So non-metals plus oxygen will be acidic in nature. So when we put blue litmus paper into it, it will turn red. Understood? Then if react, what is the reaction of metal with water? So when metal reacts with water, they vigorously start burning. For example, we have to take a sodium piece, we have to clean it because it is dipped in kerosene. Then you have to wrap it in the cotton ball and then drop it into the water. So the beaker will start burning. The water in the beaker will start burning like this. It is going to make a blast. And when you touch the beaker, it is going to be really, really hot. Okay. Then what happens when metals and non-metals react with acid? So when metal reacts with acid, it produces hydrogen gas and a pop-up sound. And when base reacts with acid, it does not produce hydrogen gas and a pop-up sound. Okay, got it?
Yes, ma'am.
Understood? Any doubts?
No.
Are you sure?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. You have any doubts regarding this chapter? बेटा एग्जाम में पूछने वाले हैं, ऑफलाइन एग्जाम है, कुछ भी हो प्लीज बता दो
Okay.
मुझे. ऑफलाइन
Okay,
एग्जाम्स लेने
ma'am.
वाले हैं, आप रेडी हो ना?
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Still, if you have any doubts, please let me know. Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay. We still have 5 minutes. You need to ask something. We cannot leave the meeting right now. We have 5 more minutes. If you want, ask me something. Exams online nahi hai. Science is your favorite subject. I did not read the name. Whose favorite subject it is?
Own Fatima.
Great. It's my favorite subject as well. Okay. So, shall we? So, I am thinking, I am assuming that you guys do not have any doubts. You guys are fully prepared. So, I want full marks. Okay.
Yes,
Priya
ma'am.
ma'am. Okay. Chalo, I'll see you tomorrow then. All right.
Yeah, I am fully prepared, ma'am.
Okay, beta. Great. We'll meet on Thursday. Okay.